The palace assembly hall slowly fills. Stone pillars echo with low voices. The faces are serious. No one is laughing. Truth has arrived before the queen and everyone knows it. She felt it before she saw it. The way conversations stopped when she entered the room. The way eyes followed her, not with admiration anymore, but with expectation. The silence that once protected her now felt like an accusation. She took her place, keeping her grace intact, her shoulders relaxed, her expression calm. Inside, though, every thought sharpened. Say only what steadies the room, nothing more. Her composure became her armor. Across the hall, the slave boy stood frozen. When his name was called, it wasn't shouted or threatened. It was simply spoken. The summons was polite, and that's what made it worse. He stepped forward slowly, his heart steadying with each breath. Panic would betray him faster than words ever could. He reminded himself of that as he bowed, respectful, controlled. "I am here," he said, "nothing else." The prince noticed everything, who watched the boy too closely, who avoided looking at the queen, which whispers grew louder, and which ones suddenly changed direction. Stories were moving through the palace, he realized, but not all of them were moving toward the truth. He leaned closer to one servant, then another. His questions were light, almost curious. "Strange how this all began," he murmured. "Who first mentioned it?" The answers came quickly, too quickly, and none of them matched. The king arrived last. The room shifted instantly. Spines straightened, voices died. Even the sound of breathing felt too loud. He took his seat without a word and let the silence stretch. Long enough to unsettle everyone. Long enough to remind them that he did not need to rush the truth that would come to him. His gaze moved slowly across the hall. "Speak," he said at last. Not loudly, not sharply, just enough. The queen felt the moment tighten around her. She stepped forward before anyone else could. "There are whispers," she said calmly, "and there is fear. I understand both." Her voice was even, thoughtful, measured. "But not every truth belongs to the crowd, and not every rumor deserves a name." Some people nodded, some frowned. The slave boy felt eyes shift back to him. He spoke carefully. "I know only what I have seen," he said, "and I have seen nothing that threatens the crown." It was true, and it was incomplete. The king studied him. The prince held his breath. Then footsteps. A pause near the edge of the hall. Someone moved forward who was not expected to speak. "I heard it," a voice said, nervous, but certain. "That night, I was there." Every head turned. The queen didn't move. The king leaned forward slightly. Then, he said quietly, "You will tell us what you heard. Like, subscribe, and share. Because once truth asks a question, silence is no longer an option."